Let's take a look at Halasana, Plow pose, which is a full body inversion that's going to invigorate the body and mind while releasing energy trapped as tension in the upper back and spine. So beginning in a supine position, we have Karen on 2 folded blankets because this pose is going to create significant cervical flexion in the upper back and neck. So we really want to protect the neck and keep it long in this pose. So to enter, she's going to have her arms at her sides. On an inhalation, she can lift her legs to vertical, up overhead, bringing the legs parallel to the floor, knees over the face. And over successive breaths, she's going to press down through her arms and shoulders to lengthen her spine. And as she exhales, she can start to lower her feet to the floor. And as the toes touch, she can interlace her fingers and roll her shoulders underneath one at a time, getting onto the tops of the shoulders so that she can press down and keep lifting up through the sit bone so the spine is very long and open. Beautiful. She can also protect her neck by pressing down through the back of the head. If you have a healthy spine, particularly your neck, you could come into the next stage of the pose, which is circling the hands around, bringing the hands up by the feet, biceps alongside the ears, and she's pointing the toes at this point just so that the tops of the feet are resting on the floor. The spine is going around a little bit, but don't let it collapse or sink. So keep some lengthening going on here, even in this relaxation phase of the pose where you're going to feel the stretch a little bit more up the spine. Even if you walk the feet further away from the head, you'll start to feel it as well. Nice. And keeping the breath open, the energy flowing to the brain, she can silently affirm, new life, new consciousness, now flood my brain. And to come out of the pose, she can bring her hands back to that first phase, press the arms into the floor as she slowly lowers the spine, one vertebra at a time, back to the floor, and just resting with her head down for several breaths to integrate that full body inversion. Now we wanted to show you the pose again, this time with the option of placing your feet onto something, especially if you have tight hamstrings and you're unable to get your feet to the floor in this pose without rounding your spine significantly. You might use several blankets, you might use a block, a cushion, or a chair seat. And then when you interlace your fingers and roll the shoulders under, you can really focus on getting that length in the spine. And then to exit, you would again just release the back down very slowly. And that's a review of Halasana, Plow pose.